I am gonna mute everyone just so there's not like a bunch of background noise. So, when it's your turn, just make sure you guys unmute yourself, okay? Okay, so like I said, I am so happy that you guys are all on here, whether you're just here to support somebody or you're really interested in the coaching opportunity. I'm happy to have you here. My name is Megan. I am a Beachbody coach, and I am also a registered nurse. And the beautiful faces on this call are some girls on my team. And basically, we're just going to run through, everyone's going to share a few minutes of their story and kind of how Beachbody has impacted their life in such a positive way. Every story is a little bit different, so there's plenty of opportunities to be able to relate and just kind of be inspired, if not anything else. Towards the end of the call, I will kind of wrap things up. Maybe if there's time, I'll share a little bit of my story and what coaching has done for me, but also I'll give you the ins and outs of coaching if, enrolling for the income standpoint, the accountability part, or if you just want to earn Shakeology for free or get the discount on that or any other programs, I'm going to hook you up with the details on how to do that. Explain what coaching is and what coaching isn't. So that'll just be the last few minutes. And we will get started. And because beautiful Amanda's the first one on my screen, we're going to start with her. So she is going to kind of tell us how her life was before Beachbody and really just what it's done in the short period of time that she's been with us and kind of the impact it's made. So go ahead and unmute yourself, love, and go for it.
All right. Hey, everybody. So like Megan said, my name is Amanda, and I live in Philadelphia. I am a 10th grade biology teacher. And so last year I was a first-year teacher, and that's something that takes up a lot of time. And when I had been in college, I taught fitness classes. I actually helped run a Biggest Loser style workout program, and I loved it. But when I transitioned out of college, I kind of lost touch with fitness. I was working all the time. I wasn't feeding myself well. And it was hard. I gained some weight. I didn't feel good about myself. And so over the summer, a friend of mine, I started seeing her posts about her fitness journey. And I was like, what is this girl up to? And I saw her doing this week-long challenge group for Shakeology. And so I messaged her and I joined in. And something I noticed during this week, couple things. First of all, I could drink Shakeology in the morning and I wouldn't get hungry during work, which was amazing for me. I wouldn't get hungry until lunchtime. And I also felt more energized, which was huge because I chased kids around all day. And then the other thing I noticed is that I was really, really excited to check in with my post and with the group every day. So this was something I was really looking forward to. So when the group was over on like the last day, I woke up and I was really, really disappointed that I didn't have my shake or I didn't have this group to look forward to. So I ended up signing up for another challenge with this program called the 21-Day Fix. And I loved it. And I kind of haven't looked back since. I feel a lot healthier and stronger than I did then. But I'm also really, really excited about it. And I look forward to like getting on Facebook, connecting with these girls and these women who are like doing such amazing things and getting to see everybody's transformation. And I'm really, really excited and like lit up about it. And I decided to become a coach because I wanted to share it. And even just talking about it now, I'm getting excited. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where we're all going to go.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so true, Amanda. I mean, you never have to be exactly. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm not quite there yet or whatever, but this is all a journey. We're all in different parts and we're here to help each other get through it. So the accountability is huge. That's one of the main things that Amanda spoke of. And I am totally on board with that. So we're going to go next to Nicole, if you want to give us a little bit of your background and how Beachbody has changed your life.
Hi. Okay, I'm Nicole. I'm a registered nurse, and I live in Butler. I'll start with back in high school. I was always thin. I never had a problem with weight. I graduated high school. I went to nursing school, and that's when I gained a lot of weight. Everything just hit me. And I don't remember being too upset about it at that point in my life, but I remember one thing that my grandpa had said to me, and my sister's always been thin, and he looked at me one day and he said, "Boy, you're really gaining weight." And my mom had this doggy door. I don't even know why I remember this. And he says, "I bet you can't fit through that doggy door, but your sister could." So, like, that just really stuck with me. And that's when I started going on all these crazy diets. Like, I went through all these drastic things where I only eat vegetables, or I counted calories or counted points. But all I was really counting was I could have 3 Snickers bars and 1,200 calories. And so I was good for the day. And nothing was working. I'd lose, I'd gain. And I was, like, so sick and tired of it. Like, I needed to do something. And that's when I seen Megan on Facebook, and I seen her awesome transformation, and I reached out to her, never talking to her since we graduated from nursing school. And she just was there for me. She walked me through everything, and she explained to me about this 21-day fix program. And I thought, well, okay, I could stick with that for 21 days, but that's it. What do you do afterwards? And she's like, "I drink my shakes every day." So I said, okay, well, I could do this. We talked about price, and that's when I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that much. And that was a big objection for me. And I said no for a really long time. And then she just kept connecting with me. So I kind of felt like I had somebody who cared and wanted to help me reach my goals. And so she said, well, why don't we try and get your shakes covered? And I said, oh, we can't do that. So behold, I said, you know what? I'm going all in. I had my husband's support. So I went ahead and I just signed up as a coach, ordered this challenge pack, joined a group, and my entire life changed from there. And that's only been since July. Like, I am in the best shape of my life, even better than when I was in high school. I've covered my Shakeology costs, and I have this amazing family now, like amazing friends and family that I wish, like, I just lived in Florida with some of these, or Philadelphia, or wherever you guys live, because I just want to be with you guys every day. And being on these challenge groups, it's like being with you every day, and it's fantastic. And just another financial aspect of it, like, nursing sometimes is really hard. Like, right now, we're shut. My floor is closed. Like, my unit's closed. So we're getting canceled. And I used to have to live paycheck to paycheck on a nursing income. I went to school to be a nurse and was living paycheck to paycheck. So it was fantastic. When I got canceled 16 hours last week, I used to, like, stress about that. And now I was just like, it's okay. Like, I have Beachbody to back me up, and I know I'm going places. So just, like, having the family helping me overcome objections and fears and everything else has been fantastic, as well as, like, the financial aspect of it too. And my husband's lost 40 pounds. Like, he's never been able to do that, and he's now down 40 pounds. So it's beneficial for the both of us in every aspect, physically, mentally, financially. So it's been great.
Yeah, awesome. I can totally relate to the nursing aspect of that, and being able to, have that little bit of cushion with you as far as your income's concerned. And meanwhile, you're basically just getting healthy and hitting your own goals, and that's just, like, a huge plus. I mean, you get paid to do something else that you love. So that's really awesome, Nicole. And like she touched on there a little bit, is like the family aspect of it. It's so true. Most of us have never met in person before, which, like, blows my mind. But you develop these relationships with each other, and you have such a tight bond that, for me, is something that I've always lacked. And like Nicole said as well, we're empowering one another. And I think that that's really what brings us together. That no matter what our day brings, that we can come together at the end of it or throughout it and reach out to one another, even though it's just through a computer or through a phone, and help each other get back on track. And, I love that. That's one of my favorite parts of coaching as well. All right, awesome. Carissa, why don't you tell us a little bit about your story?
Hey guys, I'm Carissa. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two beautiful children. My husband's in the military, so I'm kind of home with them all the time. I'm away from family. But before I started the Beachbody, I actually wasn't in the happiest time of my life. You would think, I just had children. I have a beautiful home. My husband's awesome, but everything seems not perfect. Everything just seemed like none of that mattered to me. I was very, very depressed after having my first child. I bounced back to, being skinny. I had no issues. I could still eat whatever I wanted. And then after my second, I had a planned C-section, which took a lot out of me after having him. And I became very emotionally depressed. My doctors wanted to prescribe me medication to get better because I was dealing with postpartum depression. And to me, it was one of those things, like, I want to get better, but I didn't want to take medicine. Like, my husband kept pushing me, like, I don't think you should do it. We can do this together. And I just kept getting worse and worse. Like, I felt unhappy in my marriage, and my husband's great. Like, but to me, nothing seemed good. My children, they're wonderful. And I felt like a horrible mother. There was days I didn't want to be a mom. I just want to go in a hole and hide. I hated my life. And there's so many people that would love to have what I have, and here I'm complaining about it. So, and no one really knew what I was dealing with. My mother did, my husband did, and that was it. And then one day, one of my best friends came over, and she kept telling me about this program. Of course, I seen her on Facebook. I'm like, oh my God, she looks great. And I said, you know what, why not? What am I going to lose? And sure enough, like that first week, 3 days to be exact, because the first 3 days I was like starving. But after that third day, I was like, oh my God, I feel alive again. Like, I feel happy. My husband said, you've changed. You're emotionally, like, your emotions are all different. Like, you're loving on your children more. And to hear that, now I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm becoming me again. And before that, like, he would have never told me that, because I would have gotten more and more depressed. But when he told me that, I said, you know what, I'm going to continue this journey. I had a great support group with all the girls that were part of the challenge that I was part of. Of course, I had those days I woke up and I said, you know what, today I don't really want to do it. But I had all these wonderful ladies, like, motivating me. Oh my gosh, they're doing a workout today. I guess I need to do it. I need to jump, and do this workout today. And I had a great team around, surrounding me. And I definitely owe them a lot. But again, after that first week, I felt alive. I felt happy. It wasn't just the number on the scale that was making me happy. It was my emotions, like my interaction with my children, my husband coming home and saying, there's that woman that I married. There's that woman that I've been missing for so long. And that right there was the best thing I can, say that came out of Beachbody. It wasn't my weight. Of course, that's a bonus. But my family is so important. And Beachbody helps me be myself again. And I owe my best friend who got me into this, like, so much, more than she knows. And she's actually my supporter in the living room right now, and I owe her a lot, and she doesn't know that. But yes, Beachbody has been awesome, and when I talk to people about this journey, I'm so excited about what it's done for me, and I want this to happen to other people, because again, it's done so much for me. I'm happy. I mean, who doesn't want to be happy, right? Right. So that's all. I'm definitely happy with the program, and I will continue to do this. I want people to experience what I'm experiencing. I didn't need medicine. I needed to be selfish. I needed to put myself first, and this program did it for me. So yeah.
Awesome. I love Carissa's story, and this is now just the second time I've heard it, and I mean, it hits me, and I'm sure that a lot of you were affected by her story and the other stories that you're hearing. But it's true. It's not just about the scale. Like she said, she had an amazing transformation in her first round of the 21-day fix. It was crazy, but it's, you know, the self-esteem that she gets and the energy that she has, and the fact that she is a better wife and a better mom because she was able to put herself first for once and take care of herself. And now she's able to show up every day for her family. And I love it. So thank you for sharing, Carissa. I know that it's not always an easy thing to do. So we appreciate it.
Again, I wanted to run and hide.
Well, I'm so glad that you didn't, because you have an awesome story just like everyone, and people need to hear it. So thank you. Mm-hmm. Melissa, tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I live in Spring City around Philadelphia. I'm a massage therapist, a photographer, and I watch a little girl with my little girl all day long. So I just want to tell everybody how much I love them and how much you guys, all of you girls, have just like helped me so much. It's astonishing like how awesome this is. I love Beachbody. So basically my story is I was so unhealthy like my whole entire life. I didn't know how to eat. I didn't know how to do certain workouts and exercise right. I was skinny because I didn't eat, and I worked all the time. I lived on my own when I was 17, and all I did was work, and I was skinny because I didn't eat anything, and then I smoked, and I was just so unhealthy. But when I met my husband, I stopped smoking because he did not want a smoker, and I love my husband to death. So he definitely got me to be a better person, but I still needed like that nudge to be like great, and I couldn't find it, and it was bothering me so much. So I mean, I was happy, but I was also unhappy with my work and different stuff. So I started eating a lot instead of smoking. I just ate and gained almost 70 pounds and tried so many different things trying to get all that weight off, because I've never been heavy. I did like diet pills. I went to the gym. I had a trainer. I didn't eat anything. It was ridiculous. Oh my God. I couldn't lose the weight, and I hated working out and like being at the gym and being there for hours. It just wasn't me. I just didn't like it. I just got so frustrated, and I didn't really have a lot of support doing that. And it just stinks. And I had a lot of negativity in my life. So it was really hard. I got depressed a lot, and I tried to get out of that. But the problem is that I just told myself, I can't do this anymore. Like, obviously it's not for me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to be fat for the rest of my life. I need to learn how to deal with it. And I hated it. But at the time, me and my husband were trying to get pregnant, and it took us about a year. But I was so excited because I finally got pregnant with my little angel, Hadley, and I was still 40 pounds overweight. And after I had her, I weighed my heaviest at like 212. It was so bad. I lost a little bit of weight. It was basically her. I lost her, and that was it. I didn't lose any of my baby weight. Like, everybody's like, oh, don't worry, like, breastfeed, do all this, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happened. So nothing budged, and I still try to do the same thing over again. I was so miserable. And by the time that by the time that like her first birthday came around, I was just like, oh my God, like this is just, it's awful. Like I can't get anything off. I really need to do something. I need to be healthier. I was so depressed and so unhappy, and I just wanted to have my little girl see me like happy and healthy and everything that like I never really got to see growing up. And I really just wanted her to know that she could do anything and be anything. And so Megan was so awesome, and just kept talking to me and kept talking to me and like telling me that like I'm worth it. And I don't really ever hear that. So like just her randomly telling me that made it so much easier for me to actually dive in and do it. And I wasn't exactly sure because of the money and situation, because I'm always living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I have 3 different jobs right now. So, but, you know, I knew I wanted to feel better and be better, and it really didn't matter like about the money. It mattered about me feeling good and being good for my family and me and healthy. So I knew I wanted to change, and I did it, and I was so happy that I did. I've lost weight. I feel better. It's a lifestyle change, because that's what it is. Like, it's awesome that I'm learning new ways to eat, and something I never knew before. And I love it that, like, my daughter gets in with the workouts, and she loves watching, like, when I turn my 21 Day Fix on, like, video, she just gets so excited. I start jumping around and dancing, or if I haven't worked out for a couple of days, she knows it. She grabs my mat and, like, pulls it out. And, like, I'm like, I guess I need to work out today. So it makes it so nice that she, like, she's involved in it and she likes it. And like, once she turns 2, I'm just worried about some of the vitamins in it. I'm going to start giving her shakes, because she always tries to come after me. Like, just hold off a little bit. But I mean, the shake helped me so much. Like, I have really, really bad allergies, and I mean, they're like obsolete I notice when I don't drink my shakes, like how it affects me. It affects me so much. And I mean, just even the workouts for only 30 minutes, it's nothing. Like, it's really nothing anymore. And I love it, because I feel so much better once I do it. And I just am so happy. And I love, like, being able to talk to you girls and knowing that you all are, like, in the same, you know, boat as me, and want to take care of yourself and feel good. And we have each other to support each other. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what else Beachbody brings for me, because I'm just in love with everything right now. So that's me.
That's awesome, Melissa. I love seeing because, you know, Melissa is a busy girl and she has her hands full, but I love the fact that she knows that she needs to be a good role model for her daughter, and that she didn't want her daughter to grow up, you know, thinking like, okay, being unhealthy and unhappy and sacrificing absolutely everything so that you kind of lose yourself. And, you know, that she didn't want the same thing for her daughter. And I think that's awesome that her daughter works out with her, and she's just a little toddler and she's crawling all over, and that's fine, because it's something that Melissa is instilling in her from day one, that being healthy and happy and pursuing your dreams, like, the sky's the limit. And she is being that positive inspiration and role model to her daughter that maybe a little bit ago she didn't think that she could do. So super inspiring, and I love it. I think we have a couple minutes for our last story, and I believe that it is Danielle. Maybe. Hey, Danielle, perfect. Go ahead and tell us in a few minutes kind of what Beachbody has done for you and your transformation.
Well, when I started, I was really unhealthy and really overweight and struggling. I've become an insomniac. I was working out 3 times a week and way too long, an hour and a half, and not getting anything done. I wasn't seeing any results. And I used to lie, though, and say I was healthy. You know, if it wasn't for me being really obese, I'm healthy. You know, I was a pretty fat girl. I always struggled with it. I started each day healthy, you know, with 12-hour day. Couldn't eat before going into work. Wasn't an option. So I was like, you know, I need to work out to get rid of my chronic pain of my hip, knee, and my ankle. And I was really lost and overwhelmed. And I did so many different things, and I was yo-yo dieting. It was killing my metabolism. I'd lose 15 and gain back 9. And I remember I was talking to you, and you were kind of like, well, what are you doing for your food? And I was like, well, you know, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. And, you know, I was tired and cranky, and I wasn't the fun person that I used to be. I used to be a social butterfly, and I was just not the same person I used to be. I was really embarrassed, and I was like, how did I get this way? And then I remember I was like, you know what, I'm going to go and order the 21 Day Fix. And I went and ordered it from TV, because I didn't even know I could order it from you. I had hurt my ankle at work, and I had gained an additional 30 pounds, and on top of me already being heavy. And that was I think my breaking point. That's when I decided to order the 21 Day Fix. And I said, that's it. I'm going to change. And then you put me in one of your 21 Day Fix groups, and I loved it. I was like, this is awesome. Why did nobody think of this before? You know, food, nutrition, working out. And complete support system. This is like the best thing since sliced bread. This is what us women need. I remember like calling you, texting you, crying, saying, I can't do this. Like, this is just too much. I'm too overwhelmed. Like, that's it. I'm done. I remember crying, saying, I'm done. I just can't do this. And then I remember saying, no, I have girls. I need to be a role model. I can't give up. They're watching me. I'm going to, I remember thinking about doing gastric bypass because I was just so heavy. And then I remember saying, no more excuses. I'm investing in myself. I'm worth it. I remember thinking too, like, as Melissa said, living paycheck to paycheck, this is expensive. And my husband saying to me, no, do it. We'll cut something else out. You're worth it. Just go ahead and do it. And then I remember feeling, I'm getting stronger. It's half an hour a day workout, so I can push myself. And I felt I was getting stronger. And I was drinking my Shakeology, and I was saying, I'm a role model. My 9-year-old was watching me, and then she was asking me, Mom, what workout did you do today? She started watching me every day. And then she would say, can you wait till I get home so I can work out with you? And then she started participating, and I was saying, she's watching me, and she's chubby. And then she started participating. And one day it would be like a 2-minute workout, and she'd quit. And then there'd be a 6-minute workout, and she'd quit. And I was like, it's not just me anymore. She's getting involved. She's a girl. She needs an impact. I didn't have that growing up. My mom was always a cabbage diet, a Diet Coke, stop eating. It was never exercises in my family. So I was like, I need to make an impact with them. You know? So that was something really important for me. It wasn't just about me.
Right.
It was about her watching. So I now have confidence. I look for things to do. I'm on the go. I love riding bikes with her, hiking with her. I love walking her to school. It's not anything for me anymore to grab my dog on the leash or grab the dog and grab the bike and grab the kids and go for a 2-mile bike ride or 3-mile bike ride or a 3-mile walk and just do it. I've made an impact in her life.
Yeah.
She thinks nothing about, and I overhear conversations with these 9-year-old girls talking about dieting and losing weight. And I'm so proud to hear her say, what are you talking about calories for? You just need to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I know that she hears that from me. And I know I've made an impact. And I love that. And I know she cooks with me all the time now. And she'll say to me, I see her packing her lunch, and she'll grab my color containers. And she's like, Mom, is this the color for the vegetables? Is this the color for the fruit? And now she's got it. And I'm proud I made that difference in her. And to this day, I've lost 85 pounds and 73 inches. And it's not just about the scale, though. It's about the confidence I've gained and how strong I've become. Mm-hmm. And that when I went and had my physical, my doctor asked me if I became a vegan because my numbers went down. And for the first time ever, my cholesterol wasn't that high, but my good cholesterol was always super low. And I always said, you need to eat more vegetables. You need to get those numbers, your good cholesterol up. And it was so high, he was impressed. He said, I have other people in here that are, their bodies are ripped and your numbers are better than theirs. And I was so proud of it. So it's not just about the weight or the size, the fact that I went from a size 24 to a size 12. So I'm damn proud of that.
You should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, Danielle.
No, there's a lot of things to be proud of besides just the numbers on the scale.
For sure. Danielle has worked her butt off literally over this last year. It has been an honor to be part of her journey, and she had to overcome a lot, with the injuries that she had and everything, and she would wake up at 4:30 in the morning before the 12-hour shifts at the hospital. And as long as she's moving, she started at her beginning. She certainly was not at her goal when she first started. She dove in as a coach, for one, because she knew that the program worked, and, she was excited about it. She wanted a discount, but, she knew what lied ahead for her, I think, and she wasn't going to quit. So she dove in and she didn't look back, and it's been amazing watching her grow, watching her impact her daughters, and, being that influence in their life. It's just been a really magical thing to watch. So, Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your stories. I've loved hearing them. I hope that you guys have all been inspired by each other. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up here. I'm not sure if you guys are really familiar with Beachbody. I know that when I first started the 21-day fix, the only thing I heard about was P90X, and I didn't even know what the heck it was related to, or that this ridiculously amazing world existed. It's celebrities use these programs. It's on talk shows. It's in magazines. Like, Beachbody is a really highly reputable company. And one thing that I love about them is their mission. And their mission is something that every single person on this call, everyone who you heard their story, every coach on our team shares. And it's about helping people live a happier, healthier, more fulfilling life. And that's what this is all about. And it actually starts with each one of us. So we all come from different backgrounds, as you've heard. We all have different stories. We have nurses, we have teachers, we have moms, we have personal trainers, we have physicians and firefighters, and name it, we got it. The only thing that we all have in common is that we want to improve our lives, and we have this heart and this passion to pay that forward. We want to prevent people from being stuck where we once were. And we want to help them overcome that like we have. And that's what this is all about. One of the other perks of being a coach is getting a discount, like you've heard some of them say, about, it is an investment. You're pouring into your health. That's where your priority lies. So you do get 25% off on any programs and products. So it's definitely an awesome way to make Shakeology more affordable. And another cool thing is, in addition to the Shakeology, the programs and everything, you have first access to it. They put up free stuff online for us to try before anyone else, so that's a huge bonus. There's no pressure in this business. It's up to you what you want to do with it. Every one of us has different goals, and we're still just helping each other pursue those goals. So whether you just want the discount and you want to work on yourself, that's fine. We're here. Our groups are going to help you get to that goal. If you want to earn your costs covered so that you don't have to pay for Shakeology, highly recommend it. It's awesome. Or if you want to build an income, you want to be a full-time mom at home, or you want to be your own boss and not live paycheck to paycheck anymore, we're going to get there too. We have calls like this every week that are there for you. We have trainings and webinars and all these tools from these coaches that have gone before us and reached their goals that are helping set us up for success as well. So, you're never alone in this team. We are here, as you can see on this call. We represent one another, and we're darn proud of it. Whatever your goal is, we're going to help you get there. Your coach, whoever it is, whoever sent you to this call, I suggest getting in touch with them. They're going to be your mentor. And this team is, whether you like it or not, is going to turn into your family. And I think you're going to like it because we're pretty cool. But, you really gain a huge accountability. You gain a ton of girlfriends and guy friends, and just, the support is endless, basically. You could show up at your absolute worst. We look a hot mess on these calls all the time, and we don't judge each other at all. It's awesome. But, if this is something that you think you'd be interested in, whether it's just the discount, whether you want to make some progress with your finances or pay it forward because the program works, hook up with your coach, shoot your questions to them, let them know what maybe concerns you have and stuff like that, and they can straighten that all out for you and answer those questions. So how would you get started? Of course, the bottom line is like, what the heck is this going to cost me? Yes, it is an investment. It is $39.95 to start up. That's your enrollment fee. That's just a one-time fee. And then there's a $15.95 monthly fee on top of that. That's a membership fee. It gets you get your own website from that. You actually get 3 websites. But I usually just mainly use my one. But that's totally up to you. So you have access to that. If you are military or your spouse is military, both of those fees are waived. You don't have an enrollment fee, and you don't have to pay a monthly membership. We love our troops, and we appreciate your support. So Beachbody thanks you. Also, if you enroll with a challenge pack, which is a program like the 21-Day Fix or T25, whatever it is you're interested in Shakeology, that counts as a challenge pack that waives the $39.95 fee because you are starting with your own personal fitness journey. And, we strongly encourage that. So, even if you're like, oh, well, I just want to drink the Shakeology, I'm not trying to build this business or anything, that's completely fine. You might change your mind down the road, which is cool too. You can change your mind at any time. You can cancel at any time. There's no obligations. There's no contracts. There's no penalty. If you decide that this is not for you, it's up to you. Okay. As far as the challenge pack is concerned, though, we'll get you plugged into an accountability group and just kind of go from there. So if you have any other questions about that, feel free to let us know. You can message me or anyone on our team, anyone who sent you here. But I won't take up any more of your time. I appreciate you. I know that there's probably so much demanding your time, especially on a Monday night. So I appreciate you guys hopping on. I thank you guys for sharing your stories. Even if coaching isn't for you, I hope that you leave this call feeling inspired and motivated, knowing that you are completely worth it, that you are always welcome on our team or to join any of our challenges. We believe in you, and the sky's the limit. You just got to go after it. So, all right. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night.